Innocent David Chinichirem, who hails from Imo State in the southeastern part of Nigeria, is a fresh graduate from the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. The young academician, who is only 22, has also been a student tutor within the time he spent as an undergraduate. He believes that teaching should be a process of impacting knowledge down to the understanding of a motorpark tout. The enthusiastic researcher derives joy in sealing the academic loopholes, thereby giving time to strengthening the academic goals within student territory through systematic and practicalized teaching methods. He is passionate about research and research writing, hence his reason for starting up the Centesini team, a team that takes pride in its researches on the academic needs of students.
I see research as having what? Sex. That is what I see it as, because it's beyond it. It's that passion. Research is what? Research is that thing that guides you as an individual.
Despite his engagement in research activities, Mr. David also explored student unionism, where he networked with student leaders to drive the culture of academic excellence. His teaching practice has touched different parts of the country, ranging from the north, east, west, and south.
I, for one, understand the ideology of an undergraduate in a tertiary institution, which is academics. And every other thing that can distract the person from academics, he runs away from it, so he or she can keep up to good results. But you, as a person, took out time, even as much as you're making your good grades, you found out time to invest in people's educational growth. Now, I'd like to ask, what and who actually motivated your passion towards social impact and social development in that direction?
Well, that's a very good question. Looking at academic laxity, I realized that many students are committing what we call academic suicide.
Wow.
So there was not just the need, there was a very urgent need for us to do it, for me to try as much as possible to contribute to closing those gaps.
So how have you been doing that?
Yeah, over time I've not just traveled, I've been to various varsities trying to explore method, trying to check out what could be these problems. Not just teaching, apart from the fact that I try as much as possible to organize classes, teaching classes, tutorial classes too, and all the research teams classes and all that in various varsities. I try to engage them in some of these solutions which I have in stock, and also try to understand their own perception about the type of gospel I'm preaching in academics.
So what's so special about research? Because I hear you talk about the research gospel. What's so special about research?
Research is the root of all disciplines. Okay. Research is all about investigating for new knowledge. So if no matter any discipline where you find yourself, be it MBBS, be it public or be it engineering, be it in social sciences, research is the only thing that engineers our flow.
So you're saying it's the bedrock of knowledge?
Exactly, yeah. That's why I always preach the gospel wherever I go. Been to University of Calabar, been to Osun State University, also to Ada State University a couple of times, and other places, trying to understand.
And it seems anytime you go there, you come back with one of these, because I'm seeing a lot of them here. I'm seeing a lot of awards.
Yeah, it's the compensation that comes with service. Okay. So many times they.
So your reward is not in heaven?
No, not at all. Yeah, my reward is in heaven actually.
He is admired by his colleagues and students who are beneficiaries of his tutorials, and some of them took to giving testimonies about him.
I've known David for some time now. He has been a very good friend, a very good brother. He has been an inspiration to the youths generally. He has inspired me academically, he has inspired me socially. He has also inspired me politically, and he has been a very good leader.
His zeal for academics, politics, leadership, business is so much overwhelming. We loved that guy so much. In my department, in fact, the whole lecturers, HODs, there is a special recommendations for him.
He's just a wonderful person, a very nice person. Yes, currently now, yes, I'm in 300 level. For up to 3-4 years, I've got to know him. He has always been there for me. He's always there to give you a listening ear.
He's one of the student leaders so much respect, the student leader with value. I can remember meeting him last year, and I must say it's a very wonderful moment with him.
So while in school, in the busy schedules and running up and down, teaching people, having to do academics, did you ever fall in love? Did you ever have any kind of relationship that's emotional?
Yeah, I think my passion dominated everything. Sometimes when it seems like there is a gap somewhere.
I see you smiling. It seems there's somebody in your mind.
Not at all. It's you know what the perception we have about the university, everybody into academics and all that, but then with the busy schedule and all that, anybody you approach, they always know that I'm just talking about academics. So they assume that I'm an academia.
So it kind of makes them feel like you're boring.
Yes, I think some of my friends, they've always asked me to spice up my social life and all that.
Okay.
That the world is not just built around academic research and all that.
Okay, so the team Sentisini, I mean, you have a lot of students you attend to and all that. How and where do you attend to them?
Well, some time ago, we actually talked about having a conglomerate outside the university, sort of an office. But
we
then,
said we, who are we?
My team and I, we usually have meetings and all that. So, but then this time, since it's more of online, if we want to attend to some of our clients, so we do it online at home. Many of us work from home. So for now, I make use of my house as a particular place for the office.
Okay, so your house is more like your office?
Yes, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting. So as an undergraduate or as a fresh graduate, how many research works have you published?
Yeah, prospectively, we have about 7 publications.
Okay.
Yes, and a whole lot of laurels too.
That has Innocence DC at all?
Yeah, not just Innocence. Yeah, exactly, because I co-author with some of my lecturers.
So how would you say your relationship with lecturers, your professors in school help your academic growth or passion towards the profession?
First of all, with what I wanted, when some of them actually realized that I also had similar drive with them, it gave them that leverage, or it gave them that opportunity, not just to assist. To me now, they wanted me to always assist. Many times they want me to be there. Okay. Try to drive in some of my own initiatives and all that.
More like in one word, serve.
Yes, serve with them and all that. So those were the phenomenal things that actually transformed me.
Okay, so while you were a student, you were serving the lecturers, and as such, you gathered a lot of knowledge that motivated into the field.
Exactly.
So let's say you are in view a professor.
Yeah, let's see what the future holds.
A professor of what, if I may ask?
Yeah, I would always want to be a professor of epidemiology and disease control.
Wow. So what's the motivation towards that field?
Yeah, I really want to combat a lot of infectious diseases, but non-communicable and communicable diseases.
Okay,
so that's my drive.
Let me ask you, what do you feel the educational sector in your environment is lacking, and how do you intend to, spearhead a change in that direction?
Proficiency in research, that is it.
Proficiency in research.
The proficiency in research is relatively poor, so there is need to engage undergraduates, engage older persons at all tiers to have that driving force to bring in solutions. That's just it. There are no grants, there are no incentives, nothing, no rewards. So these are the places where the university and concerned organizations need to put in actions.
So what are you doing differently as a student who, if a fresh graduate who intends to venture into this academic field, consider the fact that you're very young and you have a lot of people who are older than you who might want to bring the age factor in terms of influencing what you do? How do you manage the situation?
Yeah, I feel many times it's all about proposing ideas that are very innovative. People get more convinced when you propose very good ideas to them. So engaging myself, working with my team, telling them this is what we should do, giving them the proofs that these ideas could actually go a long way. You could see them even neglect, irrespective of how very young I am.
Okay, so let me ask, what are the lessons you've learned thus far during your stay in Futo in school? What are the lessons you've learned from your 100 level till this point?
Well, my perception in 100 level, it's quite different from what I've actually seen now, because I realized that aside from pursuing academic, grades and all that, there was more. There's that need for us to get into the mainstream of leadership. I had numerous leadership sessions that I've always tried to attend. Also entrepreneurship. I began to realize that academics could also be viewed from an entrepreneurial point. So what it means is going deeper, meeting people, trying to meet people who have their expertise actually rooted in this area. So those were the key things that I tried to spread my tentacles on here at university.
And then also not forgetting creating networks, because that's one of the things you did.
Yes, exactly. That's with my leadership position now. So it helped me to network with people.
So you're advising students to also engage into the leadership position?
Of course, yes. It doesn't matter the tier, even if it means lodge leader, even if it means religious leaders. These are things that are very important.
I didn't talk about your spirituality while in school. What was your spirituality like while in school?
Well, aside from the fact that school comes with a lot of activities,
Yes.
I was also keeping in touch with my campus fellowship. Oftentimes, I followed them for activities.
Okay.
And I had a role at home as an usher, so
Okay.
I was also always trying to serve and bring my own contribution to the growth of the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like to know, you've served in different leadership capacities. I'd like to know a few of them. People
Yeah,
like to know
on the hierarchy there, I started as I once contested for the office of the Director of Research, which I wasn't. Then I served as the Students President of the department.
Okay.
Then I was also appointed as the Coordinator of Society of Young Nigerian Writers
Okay.
at the chapter here in Futo. And I was also the President for Nigerian Society of Campus Writers.
Okay.
Then I'm currently the Southeast President for National Association of Public Students Southeast Forum.
2000 always been writing.
Exactly.
So the vision was clear.
Yes, exactly.
All right, interesting. I mean, an inspiring story from Innocent David, a fresh graduate from Federal University of Technology, Owerri. We've heard his story and how inspiring it is. So if you're students, you can choose to go that path. It's going to turn out great for you. This is interesting chatting with you.
Exactly.
David.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
I think I'll make you the vice chancellor of my school when I graduate.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.